All right, so a kind Redditor taught me how to create a shape that can adhere to multiple intersecting planes or sketches in Fusion 360. The final result looks like this. It's very smooth. Ooh, excuse me. It's very smooth, and it matches perfectly to the sketches. You can see from all angles. It's brilliant. So, the one who helped me with this is Natural Materials from on the Fusion 360 subreddit. He gave me amazing, he or she gave me amazing step-by-step instructions, and even with these really good instructions, I struggled to actually get it to work. There are so many little gotchas along the way that I knew I would not remember it unless I made a video. So here's the video. All right, so to start, we make our sketches. 3 of them. These are using splines. They're projecting, the edges to make sure that everything is perfectly matched. They don't have to be totally constrained. You can see this one is unconstrained. It's fine. The next step is to create these little surfaces or these little surface edge things. I'm going to make them visible on each of the sketch profiles, and for these you want to use surface extrude, not the regular extrude, and this just creates these little flat sort of rings, and these are what we're going to use as the rails for our loft that we're going to do later, our guide rails. And the reason we want to use these instead of just using the sketch itself is because this allows us to keep the sketch as kind of one unbroken spline, which is really nice because it's it's easy to edit, and everything is gonna update accordingly. Whereas if we broke it up into multiple pieces, then we'd have to somehow maybe do constraints to make everything tangential with each other. I don't know. It seems like it would be a nightmare. So this is, I think, a really good solution. One very important thing to remember is which edge of the surface is on the sketch and which one is not. You only want to use the edge that is in line with the sketch. So that would be this edge, and this edge. For this guy, it would be the lower edge. At some point, we're going to have to be hiding the sketch in order to make sure that we're selecting the edge of the surface thing here instead of the sketch again. So you're going to want to remember, and that's tricky. I'm already forgetting. I know this one is the bottom one. This one I think it's this one, and then this one I think it's the bottom one as well. Let's see if we were right. Yes, we were right. But you're going to want to remember that. Then we're going to have a step here where we want to split face. So that's here, if I show you, it looks crazy. Basically, I've selected every single one of the surfaces and of these 3 surfaces, and then I've selected all 3 of these planes. So this means that each one is going to get cut into cut 2 different ways, and we're going to end up with sort of these split faces here. If I hide the sketches, you can see. So this is no longer continuous. It gets broken here and here. All of these will only go basically in one quadrant, and that's what we want. I did it all in one. You might need to do it all in. You might need to do it one for each. That's, I don't know. Mirror mileage. You'll see what happens. But very important that you use split face and not split body. Split body will work. I mean, it'll seem to work, but it won't give you the result you're looking for. So split face for these surfaces. And the nice thing is it'll also keep this as just 3 bodies. Okay, now is the good part, is when you do your loft. So this is also the trickiest part. I spent so much time trying to get this right. So first of all, here, let's undo this. I'm going to show you exactly what is going to be done here. So first, you're going to have everything visible. You're going to select your the surface that you're going to start from, and you're going to select the point on the sketch. Okay, and that's going to give you this. At this point, you should hide your sketches because we want to start selecting the rails of the body. Sorry, of these little surfaces, and not the sketch. So now we're going to pick this one. Okay, and you would think you could just go on into here, but that does nothing. So unselect that. Now, one thing, you want to make sure chain selection is off, because if it's on, it'll try and select the whole thing and you'll get errors. So turn off chain selection. Alright, so once again, we are going to pick this one, and that immediately gets us a slightly better result here. Then we're going to hit the plus button. We're going to pick another one. Okay, now we're going to start seeing errors. Don't worry. Just keep going. Pick the plus button again. Hit this again. Okay. Hit the plus button again. This is almost there. You can see that it's a little bit off on that end. Hit this. And now we have perfect conformation. Now you might have an issue. You might run into an issue if you accidentally pick the wrong side of these surfaces. Like if I had picked this instead of this, it wouldn't work. So, double check yourself. Go to turn sketches on and check that, yeah, those are the right sides. Okay. And then, yeah, that'll be good. That'll give us our first half. Now in the second half, we are going to, hold on, I'm gonna hide these real quick. So, alright, so that gives us our first half there. The second half, we are going to, here, I'm gonna delete it and do it again. Okay, so for this part, you're going to first hide the sketches. Very important. Hide the sketches. Go to Loft and pick the bottom. Now show the sketches again and pick the point that you're going to go to. Now here, switch this to tangent and change this to point tangent. Okay, cool. Now hide the sketches again. Make sure you have your rails here. You might not be able to see them. In that case, you can still kind of click through to them. And I am forgetting which one it is out of all these. So I'm gonna show my sketch. Okay, so it's gonna be right here. Yes. Okay. You're gonna see. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Alright, I'm going to try that again. There we go. Forgot. I need to always hit plus in between each one. Okay, that's what's going to make the other one show up. I think it's this one. Yeah. And one more. Boom. Okay. And now if I hide these lines, or these things, there's our completed shape. It's a really smooth, solid. Let's look at our zebra thing. Nice. And the best part is it's so easy to edit it now. So if I go and I modify this this sketch and I just make some crazy modification to it, boom, perfect. Do something here. Let's make it taller. Bam, just like that. I guess it can get a little bit funky depending on how crazy of a shape you get. But oh yeah, that's pretty weird. Anyway, but yeah, I think it works pretty well for something that is generally convex. Yeah, that might be the reason why this messed up, but whatever, not a problem. So yeah, that is the process. Cool. Oh, and thank you, Natural Materials. You are a lifesaver.